ready, without further ado, to bring up the next guest, Brandis Rawls. All right. Hi, Brandis.
Greetings.
Now, Brandis is a dear friend of mine, and she flew all the way from New Orleans. Now, y'all know I'm from the South, so I like to, get my people with that.
Come on now.
So my girl came from New Orleans. Thank you.
Well, I came from New Orleans, but I live in Geismar, outside New Orleans. You know, I don't want to rep shit that ain't mine.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Brandis, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Greetings all. My name is Brandis Rawls, affectionately known as Ep4, which is also my brand and company. I help people figure out their shadow work, really. I have been through all experiences, and in our life we are to share our journey with others to help them in theirs. The way I do that is through helping you look at yourself. I'm a good mirror of who you are. If you tell it to me, I'm gonna give it right back to you. You know, that is the beauty of me. I do that through work sessions. I do that through retreats, where Fantasy came to my retreat in June. I have a retreat called The Art of Sacred Selfishness. And yeah, it's a good fun. I also am writing a book. I do a lot of podcasting, a lot of speaking, but we'll uncover more because life is a myriad of things.
Amen. So you said that you are the art of sacred selfishness. What does sacred selfishness mean?
Okay, look at that setup. That was an alley-oop there. I believe that our life is our salute. If we are all to believe we are part of the one, a part of this universe, this God, it is our responsibility, our sacred duty to live our life, because God has to have all experiences because all things are. So my selfishness is my sacred responsibility and my worship to God, really, because if I'm not gonna be me, who else gonna be me? And I need to be, because do you see me? You know? This is all I'm saying. This is my sacred selfishness.
All right, so we live in a society, right, where we're basically taught that us doing what we want to do is selfish. Yes. But that selfishness has been something that has a negative connotation, because it's like if you're about yourself, you can't be about other people. So how do you use that in a positive way? Like, what are some examples of ways that you have expressed that?
Well, so in my philosophies, the Be More Raw philosophies, I have these isms, the raw isms, and the first one speaks to that sacred selfishness because it's your life and you have to live it. But in that same vein, the next tenet I live by is everybody wins. We can figure out how to get exactly what we want and make sure everybody else gets exactly what they want, because there's a way to do that. And if you don't know what it is, you keep digging, you're gonna find it eventually. Because everybody can win if they know what their winning is. So this philosophy of everybody wins says that everybody can win if they define what their winning is and put it on the table. If we can say what it means for us to win in a situation, then the other people in that situation can make sure that you get what you want. And if you make sure that I get what I want, and I make sure you get what we want, what happens? Everybody wins. Yeah? And we still get to live our life because we're putting our selfishness on the table, as crazy as it sounds. I do retreats with companies, and I say, if winning to you means that you get to go to your kids' soccer games that happen at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, every Tuesday, you need to be able to say that. And if you can say that and somebody satisfies that for you, you are more likely to want to help them win as well. But you gotta say what it is for you to win first.
So what is it for you to win, Fantasy?
I think winning for me is getting to a point where I'm able to be fully vulnerable with myself. Like I know like a lot of people like I'm very expressive with who I am, but there's also so much that I don't share. Like there's so much that I don't do or let kind of come out to the light just because, you know, like I don't like being vulnerable with people. Like, you know, so I think that is winning. Also being able to speak up for myself is winning. Like, you know, growing up, a lot of times I was told to be quiet, you know, like stop asking questions, stop talking back. All of that stuff, that's part of that shadow work, that stuff that you just kind of keep pushing down because you've been told for so much to shut up and be quiet and all this other stuff, so you feel like you can't. Even as a parent, right, like my mama wasn't trying to make me feel like I couldn't speak up for myself, but as a child, I don't understand it. And as I'm growing up, I don't understand where some of that trauma has come from with me being told to shut up, be quiet, sit still, do all these things. So I feel like when I'm sitting here, like I'm even conscious of like where I put my hands, how I'm crossing my legs and things like that, because it's like I feel like I need to aim for this state of being that doesn't make anybody else uncomfortable. And I think like for me, winning would be getting out there.
Winning would be unlearning that, because
Yes.
that's some bullshit.
Yes.
That's some good. Man, read my shirt. What is that?
What else should I say?
Can somebody read it for me? Because I ain't... Fuck them
If they fuck
people.
them people.
Fuck them people. That's another rawism. Because it's your life. And so it's hard work though. Hard work unlearning the caring what the people think. Because you care about what the people think. You care about what your mama think about you. We all do. Right? Even if we don't have a good relationship with our mama, we hate that bitch. But like, you still care what your mama thinks. So adopting this fuck them people mentality is embracing that sacred selfishness. It's you. Because you're going to be the only one there when you die. Right? You're going to be the only one there. Ain't nobody going to be there with you. It's just going to be you. And fuck the people. Because you're going to be the only one there. And I want to be glad when I get there. Like, yo, I did exactly what I wanted to do. All of it. I did it. I did it. I gave you all the experience, God. I gave you all the experience. I said, yes, I chose it. Yes, I did it. You want to do it? Yes, let's do it. Let's give God this experience. Yes, live your winning. Be that vulnerable. Fuck them people. Crazy. Fuck them people. Fuck them people. And all of the people in your life. Because when I said that, they thought about somebody. You thought about somebody. You thought about somebody that tell you what you supposed to be doing. And you don't care. You don't care. Fuck the people. Because you shine. You're living your life the way you want. And you deserve that. Fuck them people. That's right.
Now y'all see why I had to close with her. All right, so
Late night spirituality.
late night spirituality after dark. All right, so before we go past that, anybody have anything that they would like to say? Yes, ma'am. Can we get her the mic, please?
Please bring this. I love this line. Bring let the record show.
Okay, and then that
the monochromatic. Give it to the people. Put it on.
So for me, you know, I grew up without parents, and so I grew up on my own. And so with that being said, I had to learn the hard way with a lot of things, and now here I am. Someone who puts it on every time I step out. I don't care about what people think about me. I don't need anybody's approval. I do what I feel. So I've reached that level in life. So for me, winning would be for me to get my daughter there so that she knows how beautiful she is, knows that no matter what's going on, no matter what nobody says, it doesn't matter. If you feel good about you, that's all that matters, because one thing I know about humans is we all suffer, and most of us, more than none, in silence. We have a lot more in common no matter what we look at, like on the outside. So therefore, if I want to walk out with booty shorts, I'm going to do that. If I want to walk out in a thong or butt naked, I'm going to do that. Or if I want to cover, I'm going to do that. Because I am content with who I am as a person, right? So for me, winning is not only getting my daughter on the same page, but getting whoever is my partner on the same page, to be able to be authentically them. Don't pretend to be who you think I want you to be. I want you to be who you are and let me choose. That would be winning for me.
Yes, I affirm that winning. Who I affirm that winning? I affirm that winning. I affirm that your daughter is fly as you. Your daughter is going to be 2.0. You know,
yeah,
all stank on.
She always has them. She loves tennis shoes, so she always goes to school. And so today she was like asking people, "Oh, you like my shoes?" They were like, And I said, "Listen, let me tell you something.
You like them?
I guarantee you, the person you ask got some dirty shoes. Don't ask people what they think. You go in and you
put it on. You got to get the mic back.
You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry.
Come on, tell me.
You don't need to worry.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't need to worry about what other people
You
need.
don't.
Because some people, just like if you ask a question, somebody else in class was hoping that somebody would ask that question. And that's the same thing with an outfit. We're not all meant to be the same, but internally some of us really are.
Yes.
So winning is just really finding somebody and a destination that matches you, matches your fire, matches your fly.
What you are describing, I speak about as harmonious frequencies. Because we all got our frequencies, right? We gonna be who we gonna be. But we want to be around people that is harmonious frequencies so we can make beautiful music with our life, right? Yeah, man. Ease and push. Pass the microphone. I want this.
Mine to live by.
You're winning.
My winning.
Yes, define your winning.
To always fly. And fly is the first of itself. I have a transgender child, okay, 26, that from young, as a parent, I was raised in church, so I was just basically like, we're gonna pray for you, we're gonna pray this off. But I coached her into living in her truth, to always fly. First of itself. No matter what, because you can't do nothing in this world unless you love yourself first. That's the win. Always fly. First of itself. That's all I'm saying.
Always fly. Always fly. And I love how all these messages are the same. With they all stand on it. We were talking about religion earlier, and I wanted to add that I feel like religion is like languages. And our languages are so personal to us because we all speak English, right? I speak a different English than you. I'm from Louisiana. I live in Louisiana. I'm from Georgia. I've lived in Pennsylvania. All of those languages are melded based on my experiences. Our religions are the same. They're the same in that way, in that they can be boiled down to the dialect you speak. Like we say pop versus Coke, and you say God versus universe, or you say Jesus versus Krishna. Like, it's all the same dialect, and we all trying to get to the same, you know, the same place, same place, same place. Go ahead, baby.
All right, we have anyone else who want to share?
Who wants
Ask
to
a
share their
question?
winning?
Damn, y'all ain't got no winning, so y'all struggling with defining your winning. I struggle with defining mine, honestly. Like, is that the problem?
But also,
Am I the drama?
sometimes, and that's okay. Sometimes, and that's okay. But defining your winning also changes. Because we have free will, and I reserve the right to change my mind. And that is a phrase that I put in my lexicon. Like, we're talking about religion as languages.
I make sure I choose my words real carefully. Like, you know how people say that hate, clean bullshit? That I don't like it, but that's me. I say when I'm meeting someone, I'm gonna say greetings to you or blessings because that's what I want to offer. I don't want to offer good morning. I don't want to offer. I want to offer greetings. I want to offer blessings. I want to reserve the right to change my mind. I want to, you know how people say, I'm not sorry, I ain't got no attitude with it. I make no apologies. No, that's the way I choose to say it. That's my language. Because I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. That's the crazy part.
I don't be sorry. I don't be sorry because sorry takes on guilt. And I don't have guilt for what I've done because I make all my choices because it's my life. And I have to take responsibility for the choices that I made. If I fucked up some shit, I fucked up some shit. I'm not sorry I did it because I needed that experience. Now, we might have to fix this stuff.
Come on, get the mic. Get the mic. Get the mic.
Back then, like, I'm not sorry it happened. I might be sorry somebody's hurt. I might offer my assistance. But I'm not sorry. No, I'm not. Because I'm grateful that it happened. Because now I got that experience in my back pocket. And it's my life. And I'm not going to do the same bullshit again. Because I've been doing some bullshit sometimes. And I might do some bullshit. But I ain't going to do that bullshit twice.
We're not going to do bullshit
No,
twice. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I might. I might do a little bullshit. A little bullshit. 2.5. Okay, so let me ask you this. How have you handled, again, I know this goes back to other people, but it's more, I bring up other people because the way that we work in society is relational.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to you owning the art of sacred selfishness, like how have you had to express that to others? And like what does that look like? Like setting that boundary with them if there is one. Like let's say like your art of sacred selfishness, somebody might not necessarily agree with it.
Yeah.
So what can you tell people about actually when they get ready to own that, or if they are owning that, how can you deal with people, or kind of not even deal with people, but how do you communicate what your boundaries are around yourself and the art of sacred selfishness?
That is an excellent question because it's a very fine line. I approach people with, we are very relational as a society. We do not live here by ourselves. We cannot get through our lives by ourselves. You cannot do it. You go back. And such, every human, every individual has to be selfish in order to live, right? And so in our society, in order for life to survive, we have to create, let's go to biology, because all of this shit is the same that the records show. So I pull from everything that I know to make inferences. So if we go to biology, we find in nature, a lot of nature makes these symbiotic relationships, yeah? We make relationships that benefit each other. You might have a leech on, like you got animals that carry leeches on them the whole life. Hey, who wants this thing literally feeding on you? But yes, you do, because they are offering something life-giving for you. So, I always start in with what you want, because if it's gonna be symbiotic, I need to know what you want, see if I can get it for you. If I could get it for you, then you might be interested in giving me what I want. And then we both gonna survive. We both gonna thrive. I might be hanging on to you for a little while, and that's all right. Because baby, I'm feeding you know. It's that. Now, how do you communicate the boundaries? Oh, that is tough, because people don't want to hear no. I don't want to hear no. I don't want nobody to tell me no, because I want what I want, because I live a sacred, selfish life. I want what I want. Now, I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to have to just figure out how you can get what you want too, so we can all get what we want, because everybody can win. So, if I have this boundary that you're coming up against, I got to recognize that you are trying to win. You define your winning in a way that bumps up against my winning. Now what we do? We got to figure out what we're going to do about that, because we got to figure out how everybody's going to win. It depends on the strength of the relationship. I might just kick your ass to the curb and go figure out how somebody else going to help me win. Because I believe in ease and pleasure in my life. But if this is something super serious, like if this is your spouse or your girlfriend or something like that, we're going to have to figure this thing out. And I'm gonna need you're gonna bump up against my shit. And it's gotta be okay for you to bump up against my shit, so I can know where that line is. And then maybe I could take a breath and see if I can move my line a little bit. And if I can't, I just can't. Then we gotta figure out another way. But it's up to me to put my boundary out there, because don't nobody wanna hear no. And I gotta respect that they don't wanna hear no, and I gotta respect they're gonna be mad when they hear it from me. You gotta respect a person's mind. Because you don't, when you tell somebody you're going to expect them to be mad, they don't hear that shit. So, now, and we go back to the beginning, I might just walk away from it, and I might have to. Because the only thing I can control in this life is what? Me. That's it. I can't control nobody else. And I think that we get fucked up in the game a lot of times trying to control people. The people that are just our friends, our family, or your children. You try to control them. Your children their children is people. People. Yeah? We are all people. We all have our own desires, and they deserve to be respected. And if you can't find what you want in this situation, you better find another goddamn situation. Because everybody gonna change because you say it. Because don't nobody care, because everybody trying to find their own winning. It goes back everybody wins. You only control you because it's your life. It ain't your mama life. You don't do what she say, you do what you say. It ain't your children's life. Because fucking kids, just like fucking people. Because they gonna grow up and they gonna go on about their own life. Because at the end when you done gave them everything, you just helicopter mom. Now I done got mad, because now you just helicopter mom. And you done controlled this child's life for 18 years, and they didn't want that shit in the first place. And now they don't talk to your ass, and now you come and ask me why. Well, babe, I'm going to tell you. Because you fucked up in the beginning. And now you need to go and live your life and figure out who you are. And actually just live that life, because you done fucked that up. You can't go change that. You can't change that. And you just gonna be you, and then hope that baby come around, and they might not. They might not. You might not fuck that up, and that's okay. That's okay. Because everything has to be for God to have experience on it. You know, see how we circle back all around again?
And they said it again.
God has to have every experience. So it has to be for God to have experience. All that bullshit, I'm so grateful for it. Ooh, I done been through so much bullshit in my life. I'm so grateful for it. Ooh, thank you, Lord, right now for all the bullshit and all that. All of those people. Yes. I'm grateful for them. Because I wouldn't be here otherwise. I would not have that to draw on. And baby, I'm shining and shit. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here with you, yo.
We have somebody in the back.
Come on, talk to me.
Can I have your Instagram?
Yes, my Instagram is b.mo.raw. B.mo raw. It's a name and a directive. B.mo raw. Yo, I didn't tell you this. So last week, Wednesday, I was on the internet playing real late at night. And I fell upon this man giving a speech. And it was for advertisement for the Great American Speak-Off that was on Saturday. I joined that motherfucker. Because why not? I want to have this experience. Why the fuck not? Baby, I had to prepare a 1-minute speech and give it. It was 800 people on this one Zoom call. But it came up to me. It came up, and that's you gotta know these motherfuckers be talking to you. This whole universe, it be talking to you. Ooh, fancy. You know I wanted to. How about us?
Okay, all right, y'all. She about to get crazy. Okay.
Just touching it.
So y'all, we had a moment where we, you know, we had a moment, and it was funny because I was we was elevated. You know what I'm saying? We was a little elevated, and just a whole bunch of shit was. But we have a couple of little phrases between us that, you know, like how about us is one, because you know we was a little elevated at that point, and then I was playing this 70s soul music. Anybody that knows me knows I love 70s soul. So we was playing that, and she was like, I feel like we should be, this was after the spiritual retreat with this, she was like, I feel like we should be friends. It was me, her, and a girl named Kelly, her line sister Kelly. And literally when she said, as soon as she said that, the song said, some people were made for each other. Some people will love on each other for life. How about us? And after that, how about us was our thing. Because it was like, okay, because then she was like, the motherfuckers been talking.
Let me tell you, the universe talk to you in whatever language you hear. I hear God through music, numbers, and patterns, because that's who I am. I'm a scientist by nature, all of this. And so sometimes I just play some music, and it seems that whatever my mind picks up is poignant to whatever is happening. And so whenever I said that, and that song came on, I was like, ooh, these motherfuckers be talking. Because some people were made for each other. Some people will love one another for life. How about us? What? You can't tell me that one God. You can try. You can try, but you can't convince me, because that is my experience. Because it's my life. How about us? How about us right now? All of our experiences have brought us right here, right now. How about us?
How about us, y'all? How about us? Raise your hand and how about us? Oh, okay. Do y'all win again? I did want to ask you something about boundaries, because you were talking about boundaries, and you said something that's so important, that is something that I only learned like maybe 2 years ago. It was about being able to express what your boundary is. And I feel like as I was growing up, I was never able to express what my boundaries were, but I held people to what my boundaries were without them knowing. And I realized later in life that was super unfair of me, to be able to shut out so many people for them doing something that I never communicated was a problem to begin with. And so I wanted to ask y'all in the audience, like, how do you express your boundaries, or do you have issues with creating boundaries? Like, because some people actually have issues with actually defining what a boundary is. Like, what is a boundary for you?
What is a boundary?
Yes. Lotus.
Lotus, can somebody get Lotus the microphone here? What is a boundary?
Okay, so I love that we're having this conversation, because boundaries are a new theory, subject matter item in my life. I was not raised with the notion that boundaries existed for me or ever could exist for me.
Oh, no.
I'm a black woman. I am the oldest daughter. I was raised in a household with a single mother and a semi-absentee father. I had to grow up very quickly. Everyone's responsibilities were my responsibilities. Everyone's problems were my problems. Everyone's energy was my energy. Boundary, what are those? That's a very, very new concept for me. And so now, as I'm discovering myself and discovering, like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like when people speak to me this way. I don't like if the energy don't feel right in the space. I don't want to be there. But still feeling this innate sense of obligation to be there for people, especially when I care about them, or especially if it's something that I've committed to already, or what have you. So I'm starting from ground zero with this whole boundary thing. But as I am learning myself, I have found that the boundaries are the most empowering thing that you could possibly have in life. Learning how to say no.
Come on, girl.
Just the way it feels like honey on my lips is just, it's a blessing, and I had to get to that point. No is my biggest boundary now. And there's different ways that you can say it. I'm a very nice, kind, loving person. I don't like hurting people's feelings. I'm an empath, I can feel it. I don't want to have either of us experience that, so I try not to. But saying things like, I don't feel like that's the right opportunity for me right now, but I'll refer you to somebody else. Or this energy doesn't feel right for my spirit right now, but I appreciate you reaching out. Or I don't have the capacity for that right now. Things like that. All beautiful, very kind ways of saying no. So no is a great place to start. Getting comfortable with no, and then adding on to it based off of what you need, what you don't need, what you like, what you don't like. And fuck them people.
Come on.
Them people. And we can pass this mic on real quick, but also,
Can I add on to while we're passing
one
that
second
mic?
real quick. Also, I know some of y'all, if y'all have to go, please feel free to go. I know some of y'all kind of asking questions. I can see it on your lips. You're asking what time we in. I don't know. But if you feel like you gotta go ahead.
Baby, because it's your life. You better do what's good
Go
for
ahead
you.
and go. if you
Because
feel
I'll
like
be on this soapbox for a while, man. You gotta do what's good for you.
But yes, I just wanted to make sure that y'all, it's not gonna hurt my feelings if y'all have to go. I know that we went actually past the time that I wanted, but you know, I wanted to make sure that y'all got raffles and shit. 15 people worth. So.
While she's passing though, you said, you were talking about how to say no. Most of us, well, a lot of us in our society don't know how to say no because we're not taught to. Haha. So I was in hospitality for like 20 years. I made it a game for my staff to be able to tell these people that we ain't got your room ready, yo. Your room ain't ready. You gotta wait till 3 o'clock. Now that's what it is. So, but I would make it a game on how creative can we say no to these people and not say no? How do you make it receive? Because communication is about the receiver. What do you know about this customer? What do you know about this guest that would make the medicine sweeter for them? If you know they just want to get out and go to this football game, you say, well, I'm sorry your room isn't ready. I can store your luggage so that you go ahead and do what you need to do. They don't care about getting their room. They wasn't to change nobody. They trying to get somewhere to go. So if you solve their problem, everybody wins. See that? It's smooth. It's smooth. It's not paper.
Boundaries to me.
I can't see you.
I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Oh, I see you. Okay.
Boundaries to me, I feel like it's more like a safety net for me. Growing up, I'm the only male cousin, so I grew up around a bunch of girls. And I'm the only gay cousin at the same time. So a lot of people used to talk down to me, bully me, whatever the case may be. I didn't have people that I could go to and be like, hey, this person pressed my buttons, go handle it. You know, I had to do it on my own. And I'm getting older, and I don't want to beat nobody's ass anymore. I don't want to, I don't want to do all that. So boundaries to me is like that safety net. And sometimes I feel like, even though the people that I know me, not going to test me, I feel like it can also be a bad thing because then I don't want to get to know new people. I don't want to. So how do you, balance it out to where it's like, I can feel safe, but at the same time I don't want to,
You gotta test
shelter
your
myself.
boundary. You gotta test your boundary because you don't want to stay small, right?
Correct.
Damn.
And it's like I know my limit.
Yeah. But if you know your limit, you can smell it coming.
Yeah.
So let's say that. Let's go there. So.
But then again, if I'm meeting new people and they don't know me like that.
But you can smell it coming. So when you meet them, when you sit in, you can see the bullshit coming. Prepare your exit strategy for the bullshit if you see it coming. Let's say I'm going to somewhere I ain't never been. I
might tell my friend to call me at a certain time, no matter what, to check in, because then that might be my, oh, I got to go call. I got to go, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Take that with you. I ain't saying that it is, take that with you, try it out. But it gives you the opportunity to try it out. Because you don't put you on a little armor to test your boundary. But you got to get out there a little bit more. But you got your little armor with you. So you feel a little safer. You think that might help a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also fuck them people. Fuck them people. If they test you, cut them in the throat. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so
Love and
just to repeat, this podcast is informational only. Do not sue me for the shit.
I said that.
The views of the podcast are that of their own, and
it
not that
is,
of she
'cause
did
it's
it.
your
So
life.
just FYI,
You right.
know, because I have to say that podcast.
You right. You right.
Girl, I gotta say it on camera to make
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because it's my life. I'm learning. All right, we have one more question. Yes.
I guess hi, I'm Alma, and I guess my problem with boundaries is I don't know how to say, like I want to show up for people, but when I don't, like I'm really hard on myself, and that's why I didn't want to grab the mic.
Well, it's 8 billion people in the world. Somebody else could talk. And that's the answer. Like, it's 8 billion people in the world. Why do you think that they only need you? They know other people.
It's true.
And if you can't come through for them, they go figure it out. Or they not. And
That's all right.
that's okay. That's okay, because everything ain't gonna work out. Everything ain't gonna work out. You gotta have them hard times. You gotta let people down. Don't.
I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't cry if you want to.
But I'm also a first generation in my family,
Yeah.
and like being a child of immigrants it's very hard to just to relate to this society, and I don't want to relate to it either at the same time, you know, but like there's so much pressure, like, oh, I came to the States so you could have this life, and I feel like every day, like I'm trying to you know, make my family proud, but also like honor myself, and I feel like I can't do both.
You feel like you can't do both?
No, I don't know.
Can't. Well, may I ask where your parents immigrated from?
Mexico.
Mexico. Oh, ha. Toltec tradition. All right, Toltec. We're gonna go Toltec. We're gonna go 4 agreements right here, right? So your family, they came here with a dream in their mind, right? And that dream, you held that dream, right? You shared, that was y'all shared dream. Your dream is a little different, right? And that's gonna be because it is your dream. And we all hold our own dreams, yeah?
Yeah.
Our dreams ain't gonna match. They not. You gonna let somebody down. They not gonna like your decision because it's their dream. What their dream for you might not be your dream for you. Yeah? The trick is, how do you accept that is true? That is true. Because we know that it's our life. We know that we are all a part of this one, but we are all individual facets of this one. So it ain't gonna look the same through everybody's eye. My challenge you to figure out acceptance on that. Your dream ain't their dream, and they have a whole dream that don't involve you. They had a whole dream before you came along. Did they make decisions to sacrifice their dream for you? Maybe they did. But that's not your bad. That's not your onus. That's not your cross to bear. That's theirs because it's their life. and you have to live your life. Yeah?
All right. We got one last question, and then we gonna wrap this up.
I'm gonna grab the mic.
She got them tacos in the bag. I can't wait to get this song. Shout out to the people cooking in the back. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. I'm AJ. I just want to say I love boundaries.
Come
And I
on.
want everybody else to love boundaries because if you don't set them, you know, people are going to try you, like you said. And then I'm able to identify who's meant to be in my life, who's willing to respect me. And I hope all my friends have boundaries so I know how to deal with them. And I know what's okay and what's not okay. So let's promote boundaries.
I know that's right. You better promote. Y'all listen to this Duran Bernard song, Boundaries? You know that song. Man, I went to see him when he came to New Orleans, man, he put on his show, you hit me. I went and bought the t-shirt, baby. You know you put on his show, I went and bought the t-shirt, the merchandise right there. Ooh, you gotta set them boundaries. If you don't, they'll do it for you. Yeah, that's all right.
All right. So, okay. So leave the people with the nugget. If you had to say one thing that you can leave with them, that they can take with them home for the rest of their life, what would it be?
It's your life. So you don't have to just take that nugget because it's your life is it is a rawism. It is the biggest one that I'm on right now because I've had to make some pivots in my life. But it's my life and I need to make those pivots and they sound crazy to everybody. That's what I'm doing anyway. So I created this guided introspection. Like, what are the questions that you need to ask yourself to make sure that you're gonna live in your life versus anybody else's, right? And this guided introspection I put in a teachable school because it's one of 3 of 7 of many different products because it's your life. And really, I'm just here to be the mirror. Like, I'm not gonna give you no answers. You notice what I said? What I said to her? Go find acceptance for what is. That ain't no answer. Cause it's her life. I can't tell that woman what to do. Just like she can't tell me what to do. So it's your life. If you do what somebody else told you to do, guess what? You made that choice. You did that shit. It's your life. You went on ahead with you let them cross your boundaries. You let them do that. You knew what your boundary was. They didn't care. You let them do that. It's your life. Okay,
Y'all give it up for Brandis.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram.
B.mo.raw. That's Mo M-O .raw.
B.mo raw.
Yes. B.mo.raw on Instagram. All right, we have our last performance. Last but not least, I love this song, y'all, and I just feel like it was the perfect thing to culminate all the talk we've had about spirituality. So can I please have the finest, the treasure brand come up here?
Sometimes it's just like money. Never had to afford me. Now I'm seeking inside. You just take it right. No one ever knew. You make this within us. Like I'm loving in us. Love you for your inner. And the next guy is out there. Somewhere, but you won't dare, 'cause you too scared. Have you ever need someone so bad? They've been in to make it last. Times you gotta lose to win again. Yeah, yeah. You cry, cry, cry. Can't get no sleep at night. Sometimes you gotta lose to win again. Yeah, yeah. Ever felt so sorry? All you did was worry. Didn't want nobody. Thought it would get better, but it's falling more. Oh, it's falling more. Some of you know what it feels like, caught up just in his life. Don't want to try again, thinking what's the difference? Why am I not interested? Cause when you get broken, you feel like no one can fix it. Need someone so bad, and he ain't willing to make it last. Sometimes you gotta lose to win again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause it makes you cry, cry, cry. All you do is fight. Can't get no sleep at night. Sometimes you gotta lose to win again. Yeah. Oh, sometimes you got to lose. You got to lose to win again. Yeah. Oh.
I really wasn't coming out, but we done. That was it.
Yeah.
She wrapped that shit up. I ain't got nothing else to say there. She told you. Sometimes you got to lose to win again. Now I'll see you next time on She Hood. All right, bye-bye.